Welcome back to another Ethereum update, and I'm just super thankful, grateful that I had the ability to warn everyone. Look, there were, of course, key levels of support being held at the time. There was a possible move up into 3.1k, but on a daily basis, even though everyone wants me and everyone wants the market to be bullish, and I want the market to be bullish, I am not foolish and naive enough to think it's going to V-shape recover. Now, there were instances which we found in the past that there are a lot of similarities between ETH and Bitcoin's past. In fact, I drew an Ethereum chart where if it is following the COVID fractal move for move, then this breakout over here had to reclaim the moving averages and this trend line. But every single day I'm saying, even though that's the bullish case, that's what we want. If it is following the COVID fractal, this is how it will play out. Even though I said those things constantly on a daily basis, I have been warning, guys, we have this head and shoulders, this neckline. If we go back to the last chart, it's meant to be resistance. Even if 2.8 and 2.9 break, that's just signaling for a move into the next resistance. And at each obstacle, it fails anyway. So to think that it's going to burst through all of them and not fail, and then all of these highs over here and not fail and roll over, it can't even break through the first resistance, let alone the second, the third up here, the fourth up here, and the final fifth. So complete weakness, multi-week to accumulate, to go lower. Broke out only a couple days ago, but again, my warnings all came true. We had broken down out of this macro bearish pattern. With such a move down, naturally the move back up is going to be lower. The high will be lower than the last. This is just structure of a downtrend. It is very obvious. It's just the bias is there. As investors, you need this to go up. Not that you want it. You need it to go up, because the more that it goes down, the further away we are from where it was, putting even more pressure on needing it to pump, which completely clouds your bias, covers your eyes into just believing this is the moment we're going to move up. This is the bottom. This is where we V-shape recover. This is where we go to new all-time highs. I'm here to bring the reality, okay? And what I was seeing is that while above this green box is giving you that chance, is giving the bulls the right to move this chart upwards, to pump the chart. However, even with all those things in the bulls' favor while holding this level, the bears are suggesting this is where it should top out, these two locations. They're going to fight as much as possible to maintain these as resistance. Look, it was previously a support. We're meant to continue up from here. It was lost, so why should it just get back up there and recover it? No, it should reject as resistance if it gets back up there. It couldn't even do that, guys. It found, if without the fibs, you'd say random resistance, right? Without the fibs, you say random resistance, because to the left, there's nothing here. There's a wick there, but it didn't actually climb up into there. The Fibonacci's were showing me that this is a key level, because look, having broken this moving average, you'd say we're pumping into the next. But the golden pocket here was saying, no, you're not going to get that move up into 3 or 3.1k as long as price is underneath 2.8, 2.9. It couldn't even touch the box. It couldn't even reclaim the box. That would just make it bullish between these two levels, and then running into this resistance, it'd just roll over again. Guys, I've been saying this day after day, week after week, for the last month or so. So nothing should be a surprise. Yes, in the videos, I was giving that little bit of hopium. Of course, I want the market to go up. We found similarities with this Ethereum chart and Bitcoin in the past. If I quickly go ahead and show you that. If we get back to the bear market, the last one, we can see a lot of similarities with the head and shoulders on ETH, the head and shoulders here, and that capitulation event. Look at the recovery, look at the difference. So it seems as if ETH pumped into the moving averages, which would have been this move up over here, but at the very first hurdle, instead of climbing above and maintaining its support, look what's happened. We've rolled over. So from here, guys, we've moved up, which was this move, and then what's happening is rolling over again. Not what happened back then during 2020. So deviating from that path, not a good sign whatsoever, because that's what we were clinging on to. And with the breakout attempt right over here, couldn't even manage to push through to the next level. So it just solidifies my stance that I'm bearish. You're about to see the 200 and the 100 form a bearish cross. We've seen the 55 and the 200 cross, the 55 and the 100 cross, the 20 and the 200 cross. You know, this was about to form a bullish cross, but then it invalidated itself. This is called an EMA repel. You get a massive sling shot downwards. So, okay, saying all those things, what is bullish? What we had that was bullish was this level, and it's now just been lost. Currently, there is a key level of support here sitting at 2.3k. I need to now place a new Fibonacci level. I'm actually going to get rid of this older one now and keep to this new one. So we can see this is a bounce location. However, understand now that this has been lost, if we move up into it again, should just act as resistance. So this is what I was saying back over here. Even if we pumped, should just be resistance and roll over. Didn't even manage to get up there. Now we're worse positioned. Now we need to recover this level, and this level. Before we were better positioned. We actually broke out of the moving average. Everything's saying here, at least because this is now held, we should move up into there. Couldn't even do that. Fails at each obstacle. Now there's even more obstacles. Now that it's further down, you're putting more pressure on it to get need for it to get back up. I will only be bullish again once we see 3.1 reclaimed, or all moving averages reclaimed. There would still be Fibonacci resistances with previous lower highs, but market, as you can see to the left, was bullish above the moving averages. Now that the moving averages have been lost, all that we've seen is bearish continuation, following my worries and warnings. And remember, guys, this is a bounce location over here between 2.3 and 2.4. But again, this should all be resistance now between 2.5 and 2.7. So a move up into there is not good enough. A reclaim, it's a good start. A reclaim of that is a next step. But we need to see 3.1k reclaimed. And unfortunately, we could pump into that and still roll over. So only once I see price above this point would I say we're bullish again. Now, it's on you to think whether you believe this is going to be the lowest possible point. If price does actually recover 3.1k, you'd say, oh, that was the best price. And that's in the case that we do recover. So you have to take that gamble. You have to take that bet and believe that that is the bottom. Because you have to remember that the risk is you could pump into there and still go lower. So huge risk at the moment. Me personally, this is me, no one else. This is just me. I would be fine waiting for a reclaim of that to say, yeah, market is good again. Because at the moment, it's a losing battle. We should have had that bounce. It never came. It went to new lows. You know, having that hope is what's killing everyone. There's no need for hope once this level is reclaimed. Right now, there is a need of hope because we're in a downtrend. You're hoping for a miracle. Let that happen. Then it's saying, okay, it's safe. From there, okay, now it's tradable. But until that moment, it's not safe. Could lower high here to go lower, could lower high here to go lower, could lower high all the way up there and head lower. I'll be here to update it day by day as it develops, but nothing at the moment suggesting that this should be the longer term bottom. It should just be a short term bounce into resistance before lower back down to between 2.1 and 2.3. That is it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you want to learn to do this yourself, check out my ebook, my mentorship, or the Discord community. I do provide live streams in there every single week to teach you how to do this on your own. Cheers.